We did it. We freaking did it. The Snyderverse is coming back, bitches. I wanted to read this article from BBC. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. Pretty crazy. All right, so this is from the BBC website. This is by Rachel Clun. Netflix has agreed to buy the film and streaming businesses of Warner Brothers Discovery for $72 billion. Isn't that insane? $72 billion just on acquisition of Netflix buying Warner Brothers. That's insane. If I had the money though, I would totally do that just for the sole fact of having Harry Potter and Batman. Batman is amazing. If you can see up there, I've got some Batman comics and they are pretty whoop ass. Let's keep reading. The streaming giant emerged the successful bidder for Warner Brothers ahead of rivals Comcast and Paramount, Skydance, blah, 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 boring stuff. Look, right here. This is what we want right here. Warner Brothers owns franchises including Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. Hell yeah. And also Batman. Freaking Batman. The takeover is set to create a new giant in the entertainment. And just think of this, right? You have Netflix, who is already massive, completely massive, and they buy Warner Brothers, one of the companies that have some of the best and biggest IPs in the world, and you've got them buying all of this. Not only has Netflix fucked the entire film industry, but they have really fucked everyone because now it's just content and they create things that are nice to look at and entertaining, but don't require your attention. And this has, in my opinion, created a generations, because none of us are innocent in this. But we will sit there and be on our phones and then look at the movie and then go back to our phone. I do that. And I hate that I do that. It's a habit I'm trying to break. But this is going to become worse because we have a streaming service purchasing Warner Brothers, like the IP licenses for all this crazy stuff. And it's a little scary, but I'm also kind of freaking excited because imagine some of the crazy shit that's going to come out. Like they're going to create like a season of some random character from some big franchise, and then they're going to, get amazing reviews, and then it's just going to get canceled because Netflix does that. And then they're going to make something that's complete garbage, like the Velma series. I know Netflix didn't make that, but they're going to make something like that, and they're going to give it 20 seasons, and they're going to fund it to the fucking moon. And it's going to be very, very, very interesting to watch. Let's keep going. Some in the film industry, including the Writers Guild of America, have criticized the deal, saying that it would negatively impact workers and consumers. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Netflix co-chief executive, this guy, and the streamer was highly confident it would receive the regulatory approval it needs. It was running full, blah, 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 blah. All right, he said that by combining the library of Warner Brothers shows and movies with the streaming platform series such as Stranger Things, we can give audiences more of what they love and help define the next century of storytelling. That's such bullshit. He doesn't give a fuck about that. Like, seriously, he doesn't care. It's all for the money, and they are going to make so much money if they actually go through with this deal. Warner Brothers has defined the last century of entertainment, and together we can define the next one, he said. They're already doing it. Like, it's crazy. I remember when Netflix was go on Netflix.com and order your DVDs or order whatever games you wanted. And they do sales and like random like things where it would be like 99 cents on a Friday if you wanted to order like 3 games or more at 99 cents each. Like they would do deals like that. And it was just such like a weird service that was for people who didn't have the money to buy all these crazy movies and go rent them from all these like family video stores because Blockbusters started dying out. And Netflix stepped in and they were there when Blockbuster was around. I know that, but Netflix stepped in and just really helped people out. They've been doing cool stuff for a while, and this is pretty cool. But I am a little worried for what this means for like quality screenwriting, quality films, quality. I just think about the fact that films already by Netflix have a terrible release window for theaters. The Irishman, that's the first one that comes to mind. That is a Martin Scorsese film. And it has Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons, and a whole bunch of other people. And what do? They put it in theaters for like, I don't know, what was it, like 2 weeks or something? Not even. And then they put it on Netflix. And that's where I saw it. But they're going to do that to a whole bunch of movies. And I think that if Netflix decides to keep doing what they're doing, how they're doing it, and they do get the Warner Brothers stuff, theaters are fucked. You guys need to check this song out. Look at this. Asked whether HBO should remain a separate streaming service, co-chief executive Greg Peters said Netflix believed the HBO brand was important for consumers, but added, "We think it's quite early to get into specifics of how we're going to tailor this offering for consumers." Bro, you know what that means? This greedy ass businessman is saying this. We think it's quite early to get into the specifics. He doesn't want to get into their greedy little ideas that they got brewing up in their heads. They're going to have like some tier system where it's like, if you want to access the wizarding world, you have to pay $7.99 a month. And then if you want to access the Batman shit, it's going to be like another $5.99. That's what they're going to do. These motherfuckers. And you know what? We're all going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it because it's freaking Batman and I'm part of the problem. But I know you're going to do it, and you and you and you too, motherfucker. All of us are going to do it. Because you know what? We're consumers. The cash in stock deal is worth $27.75 per Warner Brothers share. I think it was the dude wanted $30 a share. So he's getting $2.25 less per share. I don't know what that works out to. But that is right here what they're going to be paying. It'll probably be like $100 billion is my guess. Netflix would get more expensive, and even though HBO Max would be shuttered / become non-essential, the greater penetration of Netflix households would likely mean an increase in total overall subscription revenues. What a load of fucking bull. Just say it like you mean it, dude. The customers will get charged more. How much of those savings get passed on to streaming platform subscribers, or whether Netflix will have seen too much pricing power is one of the areas that we'll face. That is a great thing to bring up, actually. Netflix is going to have a monopoly on like streaming, on entertainment, on like media, you know? Jesus, imagine if they got into the gaming market and then the hardware market. Like, they will destroy. And that's all. I got all these random, terrible, awful stories. I think it is so freaking crazy that Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. I know a lot of people have been saying that the Snyderverse is going to become a thing again, and people are like really, really hoping. How in the hell did his Rebel Moon series go? I didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. The thing about Zack Snyder as a filmmaker, he is so passionate and so creative, and he does not care. Like, he will go for it. If he envisions it, he will go for it. And that is fucking awesome. Yeah, as a filmmaker, Zack Snyder is someone that I do very much look up to and respect. I don't think his films are amazing. I think there are aspects that are amazing that come directly from him, and just the passion. He look, you can't hate the game. You got to hate the player. He's too good. He's too good of a person. He's too interesting of a person and fun, and he is doing what he loves, and that is what I love to see. So if Zack Snyder is able to bring back the Snyderverse, and it's at Netflix expense, I would love it. I would be so thrilled. And if they were able to still continue the James Gunn stuff, like that would be even better. Just throw all of it at the wall, see what sticks, and just keep going on. Zack Snyder needs to make the Batman movie. Ben Affleck needs to stick to writing and starring in it, and he needs to get Zack fucking Snyder on that shit. Okay, look. The thing with Zack Snyder, what do all his films have? They have slow motion. They have crazy CGI that looks like shit, but somehow also still looks amazing. And the guys or girls in his films are either buff as fuck, masculine as shit, or they are hot as, I can't say too much because I got a wife. But this man is just all like freaking testosterone in his films. And if he were to helm the directing chair of a Batman movie and Ben Affleck is in charge of the script, you get Ben Affleck's writing chops. He did, all I think of is The Town and what's that one film? Good Will Hunting, right? You have good fucking drama, and then you have good suspense and thriller elements mixed in with action. If he and Zack Snyder teamed up to make a Batman movie, I would. Oh, dude. That is a dream of mine. The fact that Ben Affleck was going to direct and write and do all that stuff, his own film, and then it got scrapped. Come on, man. Come on. That was such a good opportunity. And this gets me on another rant. You have all these perfect years. You can release a Batman movie, and then you can release like a Gotham series like The Penguin, and then the next year you can do another Batman universe movie that goes into theaters, and then back and forth if you want it, or you could create one every year. Batman is one of those things that people will throw their money at. So why is it taking so long for the new Robert Pattinson Batman 2 to come out? Why did the Batman get canned, but we somehow got Aquaman and freaking Flash and freaking all these just like movies? But Batman, like, this is the most profitable intellectual property you have, Warner Brothers. You had. It's Netflix now. And I think Netflix will get more ballsy and they'll be more smart and they'll just listen to fans. That's all I got, though. Netflix is crazy. They are about to drop $83 billion. If everyone just helped someone out every single day, if everyone spoke up for someone else, there would be so much less bullshit going on in the world. But you know what? Most people are just too scared or too much in their own head to give a shit. And it's just, damn. That's why you need to read Harry Potter. Peace out, bitches.